What was the tipping point that first convinced me that my atheism/agnosticism was just plain wrong? Well, I was in graduate school and I had a course in quantum physics. And that professor was an atheist, but sometimes he would end his lectures by shouting out, "Hail Odin!" And he claimed that he could say that because he believed in the ancient Norse gods. And of course, we all knew he was just giving the Christians in the room a hard time. Well, one day, one of those Christians raised her hand at the beginning of class and asked him if he could speak about fine tuning. Now, I'd never heard of fine tuning before. And so the professor came around, sat on his desk, and he said, "Okay, look, we have to be honest. The laws of physics absolutely look created because they have a 1 out of infinity kind of mathematical specificity." He said, but there's something called the anthropic principle, which says that since we can only exist in a universe where the laws of physics make it possible for us to exist, fine-tuning means nothing. So I thought about this, and I ran into him outside of class a couple of days later and said, look, I've been thinking about this, and I don't think that the anthropic principle is the right rebuttal to fine-tuning. The alternative to fine-tuning is that we don't exist. And the professor said, "You're right. We don't know why the universe exists, not yet." He said, "But I like to think that the idea of the universe is so compelling that it must exist." And he rushed off. Well, I started to think, if my atheist professor's best rebuttal to fine-tuning is that the universe is an idea so compelling that it must exist, doesn't that imply that there's a mind in which the universe exists? And so, since the universe looks created, and even an atheist professor seems to believe that it required a mind, I started looking for the creator.